If you've ever said, I know what to do, I just don't do it, I'm going to explain to you why. I'm going to show you exactly what this looks like in real time. Not theory, not mindset fluff, but more so of how someone goes from like an automatic behavior to actually shifting at the identity level. I walked a client through this using something called the swish pattern, which is an NLP technique. And this technique works with the subconscious mind, and it is so powerful because it allows you to not just shift like the habit or the pattern, but it's shifting who you perceive yourself to be so that you naturally shift the pattern and the habit. And with this, typically when I do it with clients, they tend to discover that they don't have like a strategy problem, that they actually have a pattern problem. And if you are someone who knows that they should be showing up consistently, but you're just not doing it, then you need to come join us inside the Magnetic Visibility Circle, honey. Especially if you've been wanting to get started on YouTube. We have the YouTube Glow Up Challenge, which is a phenomenal challenge for you to go through, and it's going to show you how easy it is to actually get started on this platform and stay consistent with it. I give you everything that you need, so the link to come join us is below. Okay, but let's get into it. So I met with a client. We're going to call her S. And I asked her a very simple question, what is the behavior that you are wanting to change today? And immediately, she doesn't say like weight loss. She doesn't say like discipline. She says to me, pretty much, when I get aggravated, I eat junk food. And that right there, there's the pattern. Now, this is where most people would stop because they would try to fix the pattern, or rather the behavior. But the behavior is not the root. The trigger is. So we go deeper. I ask her to walk me through like a specific moment. Not like generally, not I usually. I wanted the exact specifics of the moment, and then what comes up. So from her recalling it, it's something like she gets an email. She was waiting to hear about whether like she passed like a class or a test or something. So she thinks that she passes, reads the email. She does not pass. And so then her palms start sweating. Her heart is racing. And if this is the moment where you start singing Eminem, you are my kind of people. But no, for real, then what happens next? She is without conscious thought. She gets in her car, she leaves the house, she drives to McDonald's, and she orders the food. And she's not even hungry. It's because she just wanted the feeling that she was having to stop. And so this is the part that most people really just don't want to admit. It's not like you're not doing things because you are lazy. You're doing the thing because your brain is actually trying to regulate something. So she's telling me this, and I'm like, okay. So now we need to isolate the trigger image, right? When we think about something, there's a mental picture associated with it. So I ask her, when you think about that moment, what do you see? And this is where things start to get a little interesting. She's not even in her body. She's seeing herself outside of her body, and it's dim, it's far away, like it's like a movie. And so her recollection of the image that she has of the trigger tells me that this pattern is disassociated and it's rehearsed because her brain has run the script of that pattern before. Now, here's where the shift actually starts to happen, because we don't just remove the old pattern, we replaced it. So we get all that. And then I ask her, if you could respond in the best way possible, what would you do instead? And what she says to me is, she says, I would stop. I would just breathe. I would schedule a call with, the professor. I would just handle it. And the feeling that she says that she would feel, she says she would feel relief. She would feel confident. She would feel calm. So we build that image out, right? Because again, all the thoughts and things like they have images that come with them. Now this is the part that matters the most, because your subconscious mind, it's gonna respond to sensory detail. So we get hyper specific. So in this image of the image that she has of the best way that she would want to show up, or respond to the trigger. She says, you know, she sees herself and her posture is straight. She's put together. She feels good in her body. The image, it's bright, it's vivid, it's close. And she's seen it through her own eyes. So now we have a very, very, very compelling alternative state. Okay, so we have both of the images, and this is where we actually got to then rewire her response, her natural response. So we take the unwanted pattern, we make it big and bright, like in front of her, right? Think of like her mind's eye, like just right in front of her. Then we take the desired version, we make it small, dim, we put it in the corner, okay? In the corner down here. And then we do a swish. The new image, it explodes forward. The old one shrinks, it fades, it disappears. It was fast, it was immediate, there was no overthinking. And we repeated it again and again and again, right? It's a swish. Each time we're swish. Take this image, swish. Image, swish, swish, swish. Because the subconscious mind is programmed and reprogrammed through what? Repetition. So we did it enough times that now the brain is like, this is the new pattern. And this is the moment that matters the most, because this is then where you see if the technique actually worked. So I asked her, can you access that old feeling the same way? And her response, it's not bothersome anymore. We tested the trigger. And then she literally starts laughing at it. The very thing that led her to have, you know, her heart racing, her palms are sweaty, she's getting in the car, she's driving to McDonald's, she's eating that crap, and she's not even hungry. And now she's able to laugh at it. That's when you know that the emotional charge is gone, because we shifted her at the identity level. That version of her would never react that way. Now, this is the part that people skip, and that's okay. You always want to future pace. You want to place yourself in a future situation to see if the trigger is actually still there. So even though she said that she didn't feel bothersome and that she was able to laugh, we still want to future test that, okay? So we take her into a future moment, same situation, but now she does not react the same way. So she schedules the call, she handles it, and she doesn't go to McDonald's. And in real life, she actually passed the class. So if you're watching this and you're just like, okay, this is why I keep saying I'm going to show up, and then I don't, you don't need more motivation, Buki. You need to shift the pattern. Now, one of the great ways to start shifting your subconscious mind is very simply through audios. And so inside of the Magnetic Visibility Circle Premium, I have over 8 hours of subconscious reprogramming audios for you to start diving into, to start shifting at the identity level. We have covered topics like releasing disempowering emotions, things to help you anchor into your, you know, your 7-figure self-concept, identity work, confidence, sales, all of those things, because this is part of the work that we do in my world. So of course, the link to come join us is below. When you come and join us, you'll be added to our private community. So I'm going to see you over there.